you have been watching my content consistently on social media, if you've been following me on social media, you'll have realized that I have been pretty consistent since the beginning of October. I've been consistently posting on social media, both on my personal page and on my business page. So in today's video, I want to share with you the beginner's guide to social media marketing. Social media isn't just for trends and entertainment, it's a platform for purpose, for influence, and for impact. So the question is, how do you use it wisely as a believer to build value and create income without losing your values? Now, the purpose of this video is to give beginners a clear path to starting social media marketing, is to show you how to balance your skill and spirituality, of course, as a believer in the digital space. Now, like I said earlier on, I've been pretty consistent on social media, and it is good for you if you are also involved and you are consistent with social media marketing, because whether you are a business owner, you are a freelancer, you are a ministry leader, there are principles that will set your foundation right in social media marketing, and I want to give out these principles right away. So, understanding social media marketing. What is social media marketing? Social media marketing is using social platforms to share valuable content, engage with your audience, and drive desired actions, maybe sales, sign up, build influence, regardless of whatever action you want to actually explore by engaging in social media marketing. So what are the core pillars of social media marketing? Number one is the platform. Choose where your audience lives: Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. The particular audience that you want to target, where do they live, where do they congregate? Then you have to know your audience. All right, so the people, what's their needs, what's their value? All right, why should they listen to you? What kind of people do you want to actually reach out to? What message would they hear from you? Right, you want to understand that. Then what's the purpose? Why are you on social media? All right, is it just to drive awareness? Is it to build community? Is it to drive sales, to generate sales? Or maybe it's for ministry as a believer, not just as a pastor or evangelist. As a Christian, you might want to engage social media marketing, all right, for ministry as a Christian, as a believer. So once you've come up with this clarity about the platform you want to engage in, if it's one platform, two platforms you want to focus on, about your purpose, the people you want to engage with, and the purpose for which you're engaging with them, then you need to set a plan. You need to have a strategy, right? A strategy about the content type that you'll be creating. Are they just images, videos, a mix of this content type? You need to have a plan for your posting schedule. All right. When will you be posting? Is it Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays? Is it every day? Is it once a week? Depending on your choice, how convenient. The most important thing is you have to be consistent. If it's every day, be consistent. If it's 2 times every day, be consistent. If it's 3 times a day, every day, be consistent. If it's just Mondays, Wednesdays, and Friday, if it's just Mondays or just Wednesdays, just make sure you are consistent. But it is better if you do it more often than not. All right, don't do it once a week or once in 2 weeks. Maybe twice a week, maybe 3 times a week, or maybe every day, which I think is better. But if you have time, all right, and you can churn out content as quickly as possible, you can even do it more than once a day. But the most important thing is you have to stay consistent. So then you must also track your performance. Right, I've talked about the platform, the people, the purpose, the plan, the performance. You have to track what is working, what's not working, which content, what type of content are people trying to engage with the more, all right, the most. Then create that type of content or repurpose that content. Give out that message in a better way. All right, you need to track your performance, look at what is working, what's not working, and you need to adjust, because social media marketing, like I said, is very important for you, especially as a Christian. Imagine Habakkuk 2 verse 2 says, write down the vision and make it plain. Right, so God wants you to share your message to people, but in sharing your message, in being consistent on social media, you have to plan. All right, so make it plain. What do I actually want to do? So planning is not worldly. All right, don't just wait for inspiration. I will share the content, whatever content come to me daily, then I will share. No, you need to sit down and plan. God is not against planning. All right, it's wisdom to plan. God blesses clarity and structure. So you need to have a structure. You need to have your content calendar, your content plan. This is how I am going to schedule my content. These are the topics I'm going to share. All right, so you need to make sure you put that aside, because that's how you be consistent if you're planning, not just waiting for inspiration daily on what to share. So the Christian's point of view, again, this topic is about the Christian's point of view on social media marketing. So I'm talking about your motive and your mission. What is your motive? with social media marketing. Why do you want to share your message? Okay, you have a message to share. Why? What is your mission? What is your mission? What are you trying to achieve? What do you want to accomplish? All right. What are you doing? Do you have a vision? Okay, what are the steps you are trying to take in achieving that vision? What is your motive behind your social media marketing? Is it just to get attention to yourself, just to build influence? Is it, if you are building influence, is it for your own self so that you'll be known as a celebrity? Maybe, but what is your motive? All right, because if you are a believer, your social media presence is not just about getting attention. All right, especially if it is for your selfish reasons. No, it's an assignment. As a believer, you are a king and you are a priest. There is no time where you stop being spiritual. You are now secular. This time around, I am now secular. I'm no longer spiritual. You are a king. A king is a king, whether in the toilet, whether in the bedroom, whether in the bedroom, whether in a party, whether on his throne. A king is a king. All right. So as a believer, we have been called kings and priests. There's no time you stop being a king. You are not a king when you are in church. You are not a priest when you are in church. When you are worshiping, raising up your hand, your holy hands. All right, worshiping God in church. That's not when you are a king. But when you are outside, you are just a secular person. You are just a normal person. You just talk normal activity. No, every single moment of your life, you are a minister for Jesus. You are a royal priesthood, a king and a priest. Every single moment of your life, you are a spiritual person. So for any platform God has placed you in to express yourself, the virtues of Christ must be expressed. All right, it must be seen. You are a tailor. You are a tailor with a difference. You are a musician. You are a musician with a difference. It doesn't matter whether you are singing church music or you are singing happy birthday song. You are a musician with a difference. You are a doctor. You are a doctor with a difference. It has to be seen. All right, the virtue must be seen by people that this person is somebody with a difference on an assignment. All right, is someone on an assignment is a different person. That difference must be seen. It must be known by others about you that you are about an assignment that you want to fulfill. So the question is, what are you posting? All right, what message are you building on social media? You want to be consistent on social media? Ask yourself, what message are you building? All right, would Jesus be comfortable scrolling through your feed? When you start creating those contents, will Jesus be comfortable with those contents? Marketing, as you already know, or as you should have known, is not manipulation. It's communication with integrity. So you want to engage in social media marketing, then you must decide, I'm going to, now regardless, maybe you are selling products, you're selling services, but in everything you are doing, integrity must be your watchword. Being honest about the kind of messaging, the persuasion, what you want to get people to buy your product, you have to be honest. All right, you cannot say, this product, I've sold this product to 10 million people, whereas only 2 people have bought your product. It doesn't matter whether it is business. No, in that business, you must be a person of integrity. All right, the virtues of Christ must be seen. You must be honest. So you don't have to use manipulation so that you can get the first sale or the second sale. You must be honest. All right, you can be discreet, but you must be honest. So you don't have to tell people, I have made 10,000 sales, but you have to be honest. All right, so that's what I'm saying when I say that marketing is not manipulation. It's communicating with integrity. In Matthew 5, verse 13 to 16, it talks about we are the light of the world. It talks about we are the salt of the earth. And it must show in anything that you are doing. And more importantly, on this social media marketing that we're talking about today. So social media is one of today's brightest stages for your light to shine. You can stay in your room and communicate to billions of people. As you build followers, as God gives you influence, as God lifts your voice, make your voice to be heard, thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of people will begin to hear you. Just from the corner of your room. All right, from there, you are shining. So if God must give you that visibility, and if you must bear that visibility as a child of God, then you must bear it with responsibility. You must bear it and decide, I am going to shine for the Lord. All right, even as a digital marketer, as a data analyst, as a graphic designer, as a fashion person, a fashion designer. All right, people must see the virtues of Christ. They must see it inside of you. All right, and you must be very diligent in whatever you are doing. So that means your social media marketing, you must stay consistent. In Proverbs chapter 22, verse 29, it said, do you see a man diligent in his work? He will stand before kings. So you must be diligent. In your social media marketing, it's time for you to show people that you are skilled, right? You're marketing your skills, you're marketing your product, you're marketing your services, and you're staying consistent. So if you combine your skills plus diligence in communicating it on social media, you are going to build visibility over the course of time. As the algorithm on Instagram, on Facebook, as they are seeing that you are being consistent, all right, God's breath would breathe on your work and you begin to see visibility. And with, of course, visibility comes influence. So you want to make sure that you are pretty consistent with sharing your content. All right, that is the goal. And as a Christian, you're posting to be seen, you are posting to serve. So that means your content must benefit others. You're not just sharing anyhow content. Your content must benefit the market. Your content must benefit your target audience. So how do you start social media marketing? How do you implement this lesson that I am trying to you? Number step one, pick your platform wisely. All right, pick a platform. You can focus on just one or two platform where your target audience is. You don't have to choose all the platform at once, unless you have a marketing team, all right, that can do all of that for you. But if you are the only person, choose one platform where your audience are congregated. If it is Facebook, choose Facebook. If it is Instagram, choose Instagram. If it is LinkedIn, if it is TikTok, choose TikTok. Make sure that you are you dominate first before you go to the next platform. All right, with Facebook, looking at community story, choose Facebook and Instagram. We are looking at professionals. If these are your audience, you can choose LinkedIn. All right, if you want greater reach, awareness, TikTok, they are baba in that. If you want education, if your niche, you're trying to educate people on long form influence, you want to be shooting long form video, then you want to choose YouTube, all right, to focus your attention on maximally. So the goal is not I'm looking for the content that will go viral. The goal is be valuable, be impactful. It's something that gets people to want to look out for the next content that you're going to share. All right. So that is the number one thing. So the step number one is choosing the right platform. Step number two is optimizing your profile. So you have to optimize your profile. I think I may want to share my screen to just show you how to what I'm talking about. You want to optimize your profile. This is my Instagram profile. As you can see, this is my username. And then, so you must have a clear picture. You must have your bio. Bio is talking about what you're actually, what you are about. All right, the value you bring to the table. Why should people want to listen to you? Your bio. It means who are you serving and what are you serving them with? Who are you serving? So your bio is how you position yourself. That's the first thing that people see. That's how you communicate your position to the audience. When we talk about positioning in marketing, it's about who you are serving and what you are serving them with. That is what you are serving to benefit to them. All right. So that is the messaging in your bio that you might want to communicate to your audience. So you want to ensure that you have a great and of course you have to put a link inside your bio. So all right, on that bio that I just showed you, there is you see my website link, pmi.ng is there, and pmi.ng/waitlist, which is a page on my website. It is there also. You have to put a link in the bio. Of course, there are some tools that allows you to put as many links on the landing page. You can do that also. Why? Because you have to treat your profile, how you organize your profile. You have to treat it very well, because your profile is your digital handshake. All right, make it clear. It is where you are positioning yourself. Make it clear. Don't make it confusing. That's step number two. For step number three, you have to plan and create the content. All right, plan and create the kind of content. Now you can use several tools to plan your content. You can use Trello. For me, for now, we use Google Sheets to plan our content. All right. So what do you do with your content? You can engage, you can encourage. When I say educate, you can teach something valuable, teach people lessons. All right, about your market. Teach something. You can ask questions, engage people, ask questions, do posts behind the scenes. All right, all of this is to engage them. What I'm doing right now is to educate, but you can also engage. If you see some of my posts on Instagram, you see that we are asking some questions, we are giving out a poll. All right, and you can encourage, you can share faith, hope, or relatable stories. All right, those are the 3 E's that you can share: educate, engage, and you can encourage. Let me just show you example of. Like I said, you can use you can even use Notion, but for me, I'm using Google. This is what I'm using. I don't join. Yeah, so I'm using Google Sheet for now, both for my personal brand and for my business brand. Right, I'm using Google Sheets. So you can use either of them. You can use Google Sheets, you can use Trello, you can use anything, as long as whatever you are using is You can use it to plan your content. All you need to do is just ensure you are planning your content and you are following that content calendar. All right, so that is the most important thing. You have to follow the content calendar and follow it rigorously. So that's step number 3. Step number 4: build a community. Don't just try to build followers. Some people try to buy followers, they buy bots. They want to be seen as having 10,000, 100,000 followers because they know that with the more followers you have, there seems to be a sense of credibility. People see you as somebody that is valuable. But the problem is, because you are buying bots, you see bots or bots, whatever, they will not engage with your content. So you have people with 100,000 followers, they have only 2 likes, 3 likes, 4 likes on their post. You are hurting your social media credibility if you do that. All right, so what you are aiming at is to build around your platform. All right, so you ensure that you build those contents, your followers, build them organically. You can run paid ads to actually get followers if that's what you want to do, but the more consistently posting, the more you'll be getting followers organically, and of course you can boost your followers. So in building content, you can respond to comments, engage with people. All right, you can DM people who engage with you, DM them genuinely. You can start conversations inside comment sections that get people to realize this person seems to have brain, so they come to your social media profile and they want to follow you. All right, so that's how you must you build your community. All right, engage with people in comment section. Right, write sensible comments that it's almost as though you are the one posting on that person's profile, so that when people read it, they see that this person seems to be a thought. They come to your profile, they follow you. All right, so you want to show yourself that you are valuable to others. Proverbs 18:24 says, "A man who has friends must show himself to be friendly." So you want to ensure that you are you are engaging with other people's content, and the more you do that, the more the algorithm will be showing your content to others who are seeing your content also in other people's comment section. All right, so you want to do that. You can boost your most converting or most post, and with that you can also get more followers. Of course, I've helped clients to build followers in their build followers on their Instagram platform running an ad. All right, and build it for up to more than 2,000 followers. So you can do the same also. But what I'm saying here is that with your consistent content, engaging with others, you can also build a good community of people who can't wait to see your message. All right, so yeah, that's step number 4. Step number 5 is what you track your growth. And you improve. You go to your let me see your analytics. Let me see if I can just show you guys that. You go to your analytics, your profile dashboard, and you begin to track what is going on there, right? So you must always ensure that you are tracking, you are seeing what is working, what is not working. Then yeah, that's how you begin to see. I don't know if I should show you this, but so it's a desktop. It's not here. I really use this dashboard. Let me see if I can see it here. Of course, I check it. Yeah, so you begin to track. I don't know, insights. Let me see, account. Yeah, so you begin to track what is working, which content is getting more views. All right, you begin to track what is not working. So with the content that are getting more views, begin to investigate what's causing it to get more views. Is it the content itself, or just my face, or just my picture? All right, so what did I say in that content, in that video, that gets more people to view this content? All right, can I repurpose that content? So those are the things that you want to look out for when doing your marketing. All right, that's step 5 of the social media marketing. All right, you need to focus on metrics that matter, and the metric that matter, your saves, your DMs, your clicks. All right, these are the metrics. These are the great metrics. There are higher metrics, the vanity metrics. Vanity metrics are the likes. All right, but the content that matter, especially if you are selling products, you want to look at the engagement. Are people commenting? All right, are people saving your post? If it's an Instagram post, are they DMing you? Are they clicking? All right, so you want to focus on those things that matter. So you're not just chasing numbers, you are chasing impact. All right, if you chase impact, the numbers will follow. If you chase impact, you want to give out messages that high quality messages, not just anyhow message. All right, if you give out such kind of messages, then high quality people will follow you. If you give out low quality messages, of course, it's the low quality people that will follow you. All right, so these are the things that you want to ensure especially as a believer, regardless of whatever field, whatever niche, whatever industries that you find yourself. If you follow these steps, you are going to start gaining followers. You're going to start um, seeing visibility, and you're going to start building influence. All right, in the social media space. Now, what are some common mistakes that beginners make when starting out with social media marketing? Number one, they want to be everywhere at once. They want to be everywhere at once. They want to copy what everybody is doing. They want to sell everything that comes to their mind. They want to talk about everything that they see on news. If you are building your platform with purpose, you don't want to do this one thing, focus on one niche and talk about it. All right. Or you can even if you focus on three facets of your life, maybe I'm focusing on faith, focusing on entrepreneurship, I'm focusing on maybe digital marketing. If these are the 3 points I want to be focusing on, then I want to stick to it. Work, all right, and whatever, but pick something and stick to it. All right. And don't start copying everybody. You can learn, all right, but find your voice. Speak the way you speak best. People will follow you for you. They will follow you because of how unique you are. Don't try to talk like that celebrity. Don't try to be somebody's copycat. All right. Don't be like somebody. See what somebody is doing, how the person is getting results, model what that person is doing, but don't copy what the person is doing. Don't try to talk like the person. All right, because now you are just a copycat. You are just a photocopy. That person is the original. So whenever you are talking, nobody's remembering you, they're remembering the person. No, you want to have your own unique individual value, all right, to others. So these are the mistakes people make. They try to copy others, they try to be everywhere. You don't want to do that. You want to find your own voice. Let your voice be known. Let God give you a voice. All right. You want to post with a plan. So a mistake is people just post just wake up in the day. Okay, what do I want to post today? They think, and then they come up with a post. You don't want to do that. You want to have a plan. So posting without a plan is one of the mistakes that many people make. So you have to have a plan, because consistency will always beat intensity. And that mistake that people make is the neglect skill development. All right. It doesn't matter how good you are in a field, things always change. Things evolve. That skill will evolve. Instagram will evolve. Facebook will evolve. The way you run ad on Facebook will evolve. The way people build websites will evolve. The way people make their hair, well, I don't know, will evolve. Things will evolve. All right. You need to start optimizing your skill, update your skill. All right. So don't neglect skill development. The things you think you know today, they may become irrelevant tomorrow. So you want to keep improving. And another mistake people make on social media is they forget their mission. They forget why they are on social media. As a Christian, you are representing Christ. Even on your social media, you are representing Christ. Yeah, you're on social media maybe to sell your products, or to just build influence, to be an influencer, if an influencer marketer, so that you can get gigs, you can promote products for other people. But regardless of whatever you do on social media, you are representing Christ. You are a king and a priest, and there is no break for you. So in the comment section, in the caption, whatever you are doing, Christ must be glorified. Don't forget that. Never forget that. Never forget that mission. All right. The whatever you are selling, all right, naturally on social media, they are just platform. All right, but you are there as a minister, and people must see that you are a hairdresser with a difference, a fashion designer with a difference, an engineer with a difference, a social media manager with a difference. All right, people must know that you are different. So there are some things that they cannot trap you into, they cannot ensnare you into. All right, they cannot bait you to start cursing others, to start behaving recklessly on social media. You cannot do that. That's beneath you. All right, those things are demeaning. You are too big for that. You are a king, and you are a priest. All right. So, what are the something that you want to do? You want to ensure. Just to wrap up what I have shared in today's message. Choose a platform. Find your message. All right, that you want to communicate. Know what your audience wants. That is, know your audience. Know what they want. All right, and then plan. Be consistent in sharing your message. Stay one place. Don't copy other people. All right, learn from others, but use your own voice. All right, stay one place. Don't share everything. Not that today you are sharing news, tomorrow you are sharing trending, next tomorrow you are sharing getting, next tomorrow you are sharing about computer, next tomorrow you are sharing about inverter. Stay one place. Have the message you want to share. All right, and if you are consistent, your skill equates some influence. All right, and like I always say, faith gives you favor. Your skills will give you results, and your excellence. Remember Exodus chapter 3, verse 13. God spoke about his servant said, I have filled him with the Spirit of God in wisdom and understanding and in all manner of workmanship. I think, yeah, that was Bezalel, I think, and Aholiab, if I'm correct. All right. God feed them with wisdom. So the anointing is not just on the pulpit as a pastor, all right? So God is not just anointing preachers, He anoints professionals also. Like I said, you are a professional with a difference. So that difference must be seen. So as a professional, you might not be in church holding mic, but you are on Instagram holding mic. So you must be a professional with a difference. All right. So that is what you want to. That's how you want to be seen. You want to, as you are selling your products, selling your services, you want the virtue of Christ to be seen through you, all right, by your audience. So you don't need 10,000 followers to make an impact. You just need the clutch. You need consistency. You need your skill, consistently showing that you have a skill to deliver, teaching people, educating people, encouraging people, all right, and you have to be Christ-centered. Of course, you can weave in some entertainment, all right, shows entertainment, show people that in entertainment, don't be boring. That's what I mean, all right. Don't be boring. Let's people see the different sides of your marketing, whatever, but ensure that you are consistent, you are Christ-centered, you are sharing. So that is what I want to share with you in today's video, a Christian's point of view, marketing, beginner's guide to social media marketing, a Christian's point of view. So if you've learned something in today's video, save this video. Don't just save it video, start implementing, all right? Start implementing, start sharing your own content, start building your own. Your next kingdom assignments could be waiting for you online. So what are you waiting for? If you learned something in this video, comment, let me know what you learned. And of course, subscribe for more tutorials that will help you grow in skill and faith. Follow the page if you've not followed. If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe, all right? I'm going to be sharing more content in your faith. We are building a generation that is not just spiritual, but also skillful. So I'm going to see you in the next video. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Ensure that you comment, like, and share this video to your network.